Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a super easy, straightforward guide on how to get all 4 elemental swords in Citadel Day More. Let's get it. Everything is going to be timestamped down below if you'd like to skip to certain parts. So once you get to round 10, a special type of zombie will spawn with a bucket on his head. All you need to do after round 10 is to kill this zombie and he will drop a stamp. These stamps are used to actually unlock the swords so you can pick them up and put them down out of the knight's hands in the main room, and you can only hold one at a time. So what I recommend doing whenever you get one of these stamps, go back to the knight's room, give it to a new knight and interact with it so you basically have all of these swords readied up for you whenever you're ready to move on, because the next step is going to be upgrading all the swords. The first sword we are going to look at is the Lion Sword, or the Light Sword, and whenever you pick up this sword, there will be glowing parasites that start spawning all around the map. Simply what you must do is melee one of these parasites and your sword will start glowing yellow. Make your way down this side of the map over by Speed Cola and find this door and melee this door. You will need to do this 4 different times with 4 different parasites. And again, each one you melee will put another symbol on this door. Repeat 4 times and this door should open. Once you've collected all 4 symbols, go hold F on the door. You'll enter inside here and you'll have a few seconds to reach the end of the hall. Hold F again, it will place the sword inside of the pedestal and start showing symbols on the pedestal itself. Once you see which symbol it is, look up in the air and you'll see a bunch of symbols floating around. Shoot the corresponding one and you just need to shoot these all 4 in order. It's a very, very easy puzzle. Whatever it shows on the pedestal, shoot in the air, and once you do all 4, the sword will be finished. You'll be able to pull it out of the pedestal and have the light sword fully completed. So the next sword upgrade we're gonna get is the Stag Deer Sword, aka the electric sword, and this one is going to require us to collect 3 different parts from around the map. The first of which can be obtained by going to any armory machine, putting on dead wire onto your guns, and you will actually be able to see the first lightning rod that we're gonna be collecting up on top of this antenna, which can be gotten down by just shocking this little electric box with dead wire. It will fly right off and you can collect it. The second part is going to spawn on the left side of the map over here next to Deadshot. It will just be sitting on the ground on the lower left of it. You can pick that up immediately. To get the third lightning rod, what you need to do is progress through the rounds and just keep on killing zombies and make sure you're looking if they drop any loot. These armored zombies have a high chance of dropping this lightning rod, which once you pick up, you will have the third one and you're ready to go ahead and start the upgrade process. Once you have all 3 lightning rod parts, head over to this little cauldron on the hillside ramparts and you're gonna put them all inside of this little area. This will spawn an electric cloud around you once you melee it with a sword, which will basically persist until you leave this area. So all you need to do is just run around, live in this area with your sword out, and you will be struck by lightning. As you are struck by lightning, just head over to the little cauldron once again, melee it, and you need just to repeat this 3 times. On the 3rd time, the sword will be electrified, you will run over and melee it, and it will be finished. The lightning sword will go away and you can actually insert the sword just by interacting with it into that little cauldron. It'll become electrified and a few seconds later you'll be able to pull it out all fully upgraded, and there you have it. The lightning sword is in your hands. The next upgrade is going to be the Raven Sword. So once you grab this Raven Sword, you're gonna head into this room, and I'll go ahead and say right now, this sword is the one with the most combinations. It is probably the hardest one to do just because it requires like either a ton of knowledge or checking the link in the description. There's gonna be a link in the description that has every single combination you can possibly have that will basically solve this entire thing for you. But what you need to do is in this room, or again, if you're not finding it in this room, check the link in the description. You're going to find an actual fossil, a piece of something, an antique of some sort that is going to exist in this room, or again, if you're not finding it, link in the description for all of the locations. But first, you need to grab that. Once you have picked this thing up, it won't make any sort of real big indication that you have picked it up. So if you need to check if you actually have it in your inventory yet, just check your key items, and if you see it there, you'll have it in your inventory. And as soon as you have it in there, you can take it over to the bottom area of spawn and get rid of it by placing it into the wall here. After that, insert the sword in and you're ready to solve this puzzle. Once you make your way down to this wheel, interact with it and you're going to see whatever artifact you have in the center and 2 rings, an outer ring and an inner ring. This is very, very simple at this point. Go down to the link in the description, click on it, and match whatever artifact you have with the artifact in the chart. That chart is going to give you the 2 different symbols you need to do, which you need to put on the bottom part of this. There's a little arrow at the bottom from where you inserted your sword that is pointing upward. Put your 2 symbols there and go ahead and interact with it and lock that in, and you will be done. Very, very simple. It's a lot easier than it seems. Just match the chart to your symbols and submit it. Once you are done with this, these little orbs will follow and attack you. It's best to do this when you don't have any zombies, and you need to lead them over to this little area on the floor, which will actually suck them up. If they manage to get to you and actually touch you, they are going to hurt you. But if you lead them over to the area on the floor, this will actually complete it and make it move to the next location. Once it moves to the second location, once again, same exact thing. Again, very, very recommended to have just one zombie at the end of the round, but these things will follow you over. When they get close to this portal, they'll be sucked in, and once it sucks in enough, it'll move to the next location. And at the third and final location, once you get all of that completed, you will see the portal actually disappear, turn into its own little orb that will move back down to the bottom, giving you the Void Sword, which you can pull out of here. And once it goes down into the void there, it'll come out the upgraded Void Sword, and you are ready to go to the next step.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is going to be an easy guide, super simple for you to get yourself the Fire Sword in Citadel des Morts.
Yes, that's right. It is me, Mr. Waffles. Thank you, Milo, for introducing me, Mr. Waffles, to give this tutorial. NoahJ456 would never do this tutorial. Anyway, to do the Fire Sword in this map, all you need to do is head over to the dragon, which is at the very top of the stairs by Jug. And then you need to make your way outside and head over to this little cauldron. Whenever you interact with this cauldron, you are going to catch on fire. When you are on fire, you're going to take damage every couple of seconds. And the only thing that will regen your health is to get a melee kill on one of the zombies that spawns in front of you, or just book it all the way back to the dragon. Either one will recharge your health to the absolute maximum, but if you take a hit, if you don't do it quick enough, if you just basically stall at any point, you will actually die from this. So it's something you want to do and you want to be set up to do whenever there's not too many zombies in the round and you are ready to actually make this run. You are able to make all of these runs if you have stamina without stopping, and you won't have to kill any zombies or do anything like that. You can just run past everything and avoid them. But if you don't have stamina, again, make sure you're meleeing those zombies that spawn in front of you to regen your health all the way to full. After doing the cauldron and spawn, the cauldron right to the left of spawn, and the cauldron on the castle ramparts, you are going to be good to go. Just insert your Fire Sword into there. A couple seconds later, this dragon will breathe breath on it and you can take it out fully upgraded and you are finished. This has been how to upgrade every single sword in Citadel des Morts. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.